You can count. Good for you.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
But why, some say the move. Why choose
Is good. Rams win it. And on to Super Bowl 53 they go. It's got the next There's something in your face. It was paid.
That is broken up by Beta. Picked off.
Hi. Hello, YouTube.
Hey.
Hello.
YouTube, it's your favorite cast of people. Today, what the fuck is Billy's thing?
Billy.
I'm fueled by false hope because the Tennessee Volunteers.
Yes, is Billy 382 fueled by false? Does it say false hope? I can't say because it's cut off.
Yes, it
Yes,
says false
yes,
hope.
it's
False
false
hope.
hope.
Fueled by false hope. Great. Welcome everybody to the Parking Lot YouTube channel. We got your normal cast and crew, myself, Chris, and Tanner. We have Billy, who loves to jump in from time to time, but we also got another person. This man has his own YouTube channel, which I'll be linking here real soon, called I Don't Give to Chuck. It's my man Paul, also a hockey guy.
Cool. What's up,
Welcome,
fellas?
welcome.
Thanks for
Hi.
having me.
Yep, we're all here. So yeah, that's gonna be our main show. So Billy, I don't know, like you don't know this because you just randomly joined. But we're talking hockey.
Oh, I just came on to talk to Hawkeye.
Nice. So yeah, if you guys don't know, preseason has been going on. Season starts
Next week.
next week.
I think the 12th, right?
Yeah, today's the 4th, so 8 days from now.
Yes.
There you go.
I seen the broadcast from TNT. Not that bad, actually.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I was watching the Flyers and Bruins with a couple of my buddies. They actually did a pretty good job. I was impressed.
On which channel? ESPN or TNT?
TNT.
Yeah, that's also another one.
So-
NHL's coming to TNT now. That'll be interesting.
So everyone from NBC basically jumped ship and went to TNT.
Or ESPN,
Because-
one of the two.
Yeah.
NBC's shutting down.
Yeah, so
one of their
NBC.
channels.
Yeah, so NBCSN is going to shut down, but it's not a big deal because they mentioned it. They mentioned it on the business side, like on some business articles, but as well as just in general, they make just as many viewers, in fact, maybe even more, broadcasting sports on USA Network. And USA Network is where they do like reruns of other shows. Like the thing I see them doing the most is reruns of Modern Family.
Well, that and Monday Night Raw.
That and Monday Night Raw. So it's like they already have a sports audience. So they're like, we're losing money on NBCSN trying to get everything together and we don't have as much content. Let's just move it over to USA where we can give them sports content but also play other stuff in the time where we can't show sports content. So as much as I'm going to miss NBC Sports Network and everything it has given us, farewell. It's going to be the same thing like when everybody was alive for when Versus shut down. Like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you're going to have to get used to something different, but the breath and soul of it is still around in just a new area.
Yeah.
Because like Versus was
I mean,
out.
I
When
get
did
it,
Versus shut
'cause
down? No, Versus
Versus
didn't
shut
shut down.
down?
Versus just changed name, right?
Versus
It
became NBCSN.
Yeah, Versus became
was
NBCSN.
OLN. It was OLN, then it became Versus, and then became NBCSN. And when there's no hockey or no Premier League, it's just
Cars.
poker or cars, like
Cars.
those car.
Holy shit.
Those
I don't know
car
how many
shows.
times I'm like, fuck, I watch a hockey game, I then turn off my TV and don't change it, and then I randomly turn my TV back on and I just see cars. I'm like, that's great. I'm going to change the channel. That's nice. I'm going to change the
I'm
channel.
surprised ESPN hasn't broadcast their preseason game yet.
Have they not? No. Have they not?
They're
No, they
saving it
haven't.
for the
On
regular
haven't.
ESPN, there's a
season.
couple of them, but I don't think they've actually broadcasted like a preseason game themselves.
Mm.
I remember the
It's
one year
weird.
on NBCSN. I remember I made the joke because I forget what series it was, but I had like Anaheim in it, and they had it on literally like NBC Golf, and it was so hilarious. Like me and my buddies were all cracking jokes, like, "Oh, you know where Anaheim's going? They knew they're going to the
They're
golf
going to
course.
the
I'll just
golf
put them on the channel."
Wow.
This is gonna be a good season. I can't wait. We finally have all the divisions back to normal.
It feels like everything is just going back to normal, and yeah.
Which is
Yeah, we
great.
have our-
Pacific Division is really weak, so I'm excited for that.
What division's weak?
The Pacific Division, the one the Flames are in. That's why I'm excited.
Yeah, it is. It is really weak.
It's gonna be that's gonna be who? It's whose division loses that?
Oh God. Well, obviously Vegas is gonna win the entire thing because Vegas is no competition. It's
Oh, okay,
Vegas.
so it's Vegas.
It's Vegas, Calgary, San Jose, myself, Anaheim.
Edmonton.
No, Edmonton's in Central, I think.
Edmonton.
Oh,
You know,
no,
I'll just
they're in
look
the
at this
Pacific.
Edmonton's with us.
NHL divisions. Here, I'll just give you guys
Yeah,
the real
please.
one. NHL divisions.
And
Well,
I got Seattle in there too.
here we go.
Seattle's in the Pacific.
Western Conference. Yeah, here we go. All right,
Edmonton's in the
so
Pacific.
Anaheim, Calgary, Edmonton, myself, San Jose, the Seattle Kraken, the new team. We'll get to that in just a second. Vancouver, Vegas. Vegas is winning the whole thing because there's just no fucking competition there. Unless Edmonton can finally become a team, but I don't see that happening.
What an elite defensive core. Duncan, Keith, and Cody CC. Like
They're known for their offense. They're known for their offense,
Yeah, really,
not their
with the
defense.
division.
Remember that.
Let's go.
A contract.
But, like Duncan Keith, like 2 WAR or 2 WAR, whatever the stat was.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Chris Russell too. Like they got everybody.
But yeah, so that's the Pacific Division. Yeah, it is all Vegas's to lose. It's what what division would you even compare it to in normal sports? Who's right now is just one team dominating everybody?
I wouldn't even say the NFC East because like they all like generally suck.
They all
except the
suck,
Cowboys
so that
this
doesn't
year.
count.
Yes.
The NFC
I would
North.
say the NFC North.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's only one team dominating it right now, and it's the Packers.
Okay, yeah, NFC North most years.
Or the
NFC North,
NL Central this year, the AL Central.
The AL Central, yeah.
It was
Because
only the White.
yeah,
it was the
NFC
White
North.
Sox.
The NFC North every year it's Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit, right? That's all that's the NFC North. So
Yeah.
so it's just Green Bay just absolutely fucking the shit out of everybody else, and they like slowly whimper out of the basement.
Spain without the S.
Hey, you're gonna watch Kirill Kaprizov soon, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, you get your Wild back soon, so there you go.
Have you guys seen like when Kaprizov still wasn't signed, the Minnesota Wild like Instagram page? They would post like some random picture of them in practice or something like some random ass photo of like some player with their family. It's like that's nice, but where's Kaprizov? Like the whole comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cute. Where's Bro, I remember. Holy shit, it's so funny when Justin Herbert won Rookie of the Year, and the Chargers made a tweet about it. The Angels retweeted it, and they said, "Congrats to our boys, our neighbors, and on Justin Herbert winning Rookie of the Year." And somebody replied to it and said, "Oh wow, that's sweet. Does he know how to pitch?" And I was like, fair.
Man, that's the same thing like the Flames with Eichel. Like for whatever reason, the whole fan base is just like fixated over Eichel. Every single post, they revealed like the jersey numbers for I think like Vladar and all the new guys, and they're like, "Where's Eichel's number?"
Where's Eichel's number?
It's like so telling every
Not
single post.
Part of the team yet. He's not part of the team.
He's still in Buffalo. You have to
I
get
don't
a
know when
trade.
he's getting traded. It's
He's still in
ridiculous.
hockey.
He's not going to get
It's just
traded.
too
Buffalo is
much
going to
money.
try their damnedest to keep him.
Oh, speaking of trades, what about Johnny Hockey?
Oh my god.
Bro, Daryl
He
Sutter
gone?
hates him. Daryl Sutter hates
does.
Johnny Gaudreau. I know this for a fact. Oh, somebody clipped it, the interview where somebody asked Darryl Sutter, they're like, yeah, so Johnny Gaudreau's playing his 500th game, and he was like, yeah, well, I hope he gives more effort than in his 499th game.
And
And
the
I'm
Flames
like,
just
dude, he's your player. You're not a former coach of him anymore. What the fuck?
you guys just need to realize that it's time. All right.
I mean, I guess
2015 was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with Gaudreau. Like, the reason why I got into hockey was because of Gaudreau, because he was short and I was like
Everybody did. He was a speedster of a kid. Everybody loved him.
He was electric to watch, and then he has this like 99-point season. He's like explodes. He almost was a Hart candidate the one year, and then just like
disappears.
It just like disappears. Well, I mean, to be fair, the entire Flames offense the year after kind of just dipped in itself. But like, I don't know, Gaudreau to me, I used to like him, but he's sort of become like, if you watch him in the playoffs, he just gives up. Or if something doesn't go his way, he'll just like sit there and like complain, or like just not. If the going gets rough, he'll just sit there and start like not trying anymore, and that's what really started annoying me. So I could see why Johnny Gaudreau leaving Calgary could be beneficial, but I mean, a lot of people, including myself, like maybe go down the rebuilding route. I don't even think like Tree Living or anybody knows what they're doing, if they want to contend, if they don't want to contend. But if they still want to push, I don't see why they would trade Gaudreau. But if you want to start getting younger players and like building for the future, then a trade that features Gaudreau, they get stuff back, could make sense. But I mean, they did hire Sutter, so I don't know if that really means necessarily they want to go the rebuilding path. And everyone was hyping it up this season that Calgary was going to start like rebuilding and retooling. And the only thing they did was lose Giordano for literally nothing, and that was their offseason. And like, here's Trevor Lewis, Brad Richardson, and a bunch of fourth line plugs. Oh, and Eric Goodbranson.
Oh God, Eric Branson. I remember that guy. He used to play here for Florida.
He is so bad. They paid him $2 million to come here for 1 year. And like, Shillington's been kicking butt in the preseason, but it sounds like Goodbranson might take his place, or at least like get played. You don't pay $2 million for someone to not play them.
Oh boy.
He looks so bad. He's so slow, and he looks no clue what he's doing out there.
Oh, any other big headlines regarding our teams?
Regarding our teams?
Yeah,
the Titans lost to the Jets.
No, I'm talking about the hockey. So the Panthers, Barkov, it's his contract year. So we're gonna see what happens.
I want to say this is gonna be the first year. I think I don't know if Todd has said it publicly, but every single insider is saying this will be the first year that a backup goalie will be used more than Quick, and not on injury. I've heard Peterson is going to get most of, if not all, the minutes this next season. Meaning Quick is going to be slowly retiring, hopefully.
How old is Quick?
How old is Quick? Well, actually, he's not that old.
He's old.
Well, he's not terribly old because...
Is he going the Big Ben route?
I know he's not terribly old because I remember when he was in the Cup final, the main storyline, because we faced New Jersey and Rangers, both of them had legendary goalies who've been around for a while, and so the main storyline was the young up-and-comer versus the old veteran, because it was Quick versus Brodeur 2012, and it was Quick Lundqvist 2014. So how?
Yeah, but
how old is John?
Brodeur's got to be nearing 50 by now.
Well, obviously they're gone, but how old is Quick? He's 35.
Okay, so he's starting to get up there.
Yeah.
He's starting to get up there, but I wouldn't say get him out altogether. Oh, hey, I got one for you, Paul.
Alright.
Comment in the chat. Brady Tkachuk and the Ottawa Senators still haven't cut a deal. You think the Flames and Sens could do a 1-for-1 Tkachuk for Gaudreau?
Whoa! Wow. Okay. That would actually be pretty exciting. I mean, I would want Monahan out first, but Gaudreau for Brady. I mean, obviously, you want to have the brothers play with each other. It'd be fun, right?
That'd be fun.
Have Brady and Matthew on the same line. I don't know, because the thing is, the only way I would accept that trade is if I know that Tkachuk would then sign with us if he gets brought in. Because I wouldn't want to trade for him. And he's like, I don't want to sign here, and he dips like Adam Fox. Like,
Exactly.
So,
You gotta first talk contract before you take him.
yeah, you have to come
Yep.
up with some deal, and it has to be,
Yeah.
in my opinion, like it has to be reasonable, but also because Gaudreau's contract is also expiring too. Like I think this year
So I
he
think
and Matthew are
both
both
teams are gonna
leaving.
have to give them money is the thing. If they were to do a one
It's
for
gonna
one,
have to be
both teams are gonna have to give them money.
It's gonna have to be like a sign and trade situation where like Brady signs an extension, Gaudreau signs an extension that's team friendly for both sides, and you swap them.
Yeah, I think that could happen. But
That would be fun,
both
though.
teams also have to be looking for wanting to get rid and add somebody like that. So like Ottawa,
Yeah, that would
Ottawa
be-
would have to want Gaudreau. The Flames would want Brady.
Yeah, and I mean Brady would actually fit great with Sutter's system too, because Sutter's more of that like physical, hard-nosed type of hockey. Gaudreau's more of that speed and finesse type of player. Brady kind of brings that little physical edge like Matthew. So to have Brady in Sutter's system would be pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 50-50 trade.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty even, honestly. We might have a little bit more of an edge, maybe just because I'm a little Kachuk bias, but that's just me.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out.
All right.
But I will give my playoff predictions in the chat.
All right. See ya, Billy. Yeah, so it's definitely a thing of like, there's a lot of things there, but it can happen. There's a lot there, but it can happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying too that like maybe Matthew leaves this offseason and signs in Ottawa to play with Brady. So everyone wants the brothers to play with each other, but if that actually happens, that'd be exciting. I'd love that. I would accept it.
Who wants to play in Ottawa? That's the thing.
What's up?
Who wants to go up to Ottawa?
Damn, you take offense to that, bro?
I mean, you go to Ottawa, like you'll stay for like 3-4 years maximum, and if you don't like what the Eugene Melnick's trying to pay you, he'll trade you for like 4 prospects and 2 picks.
You're from Ottawa?
Yeah, Ottawa's known to just trade all their star players away.
No, are you from Ottawa?
No, I'm not even from Canada, which is funny.
Okay.
Damn it, I was hoping to have the second Canada guy on here. I blame Chris.
Where are you from, Paul?
I'm from Delaware in the United States.
Jesus fucking Christ!
He's the only Flames fan in Delaware.
Yeah,
he's the only person in Delaware. It's Delaware.
That's my dad tells me. He goes, people always look at you like, like 5 heads around here. You must be the only Flames fan in Delaware. I'm like, probably.
Bro, he's the only person in Delaware. There's fucking no one in Delaware?
Cobra?
Why?
We have
Cobra
another
from
guy from Delaware.
Who?
Cobra.
Where?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Another guy in our chat.
That's why I always gotta go to the flying teams.
Alright, I'm trying to think of storylines for any teams. Well, like, okay, so, like, basically, this is almost Florida's last dance kind of thing, because they gotta be able to sign all their players.
Barkov.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barkov's contract year.
See, yeah, you got players that are about to run out of time here, and you gotta sign. So you gotta make sure to make it work.
I like the fact they're trying to go for it, though. I like the moves they made. I think Sam Reinhart's going to be a great addition for them. I like that. I'm excited for that. I mean,
the first fucking round of the playoffs, and I'll be fine.
You did get rocked by Tampa.
Spencer Knight's going to be your starter this year, right?
Yeah.
Damn, so you already got a $10 million backup goalie, bro. Oh, man.
Most likely, he played good in the last 2 games of that series.
Yeah, he did. That's true. I mean, he also got Joe Thornton too, so it's like you kind of have to push now to make it further. It's gonna be a big year. It's gonna be like a statement year for you guys. You gotta prove you're legit now.
Yeah, because I
don't think Barkov happy.
Yeah, because Barkov is usually Barkov with Huberdeau or Reinhardt that making the goals, and then there's Dunclair.
And Verhaeghe had a great year too, right?
And Carter Verhaeghe too.
Yeah, he was pretty exciting. I liked when he
So we do have the pieces, but I don't know how far they could go. I mean, I hope we could get past the second past the first round, maybe conference finals, but I think that's pushing it.
I think the Eastern Conference Finals really your ceiling. I think that's the furthest I could see you guys really doing. That'd still be big though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the farthest we've probably gone since '96.
Yeah, exactly. I like when they throw the rats down. That's always exciting. You gotta start that up again.
I have a plastic rat. Actually,
you do?
I'm forgetting something.
He has one. Just wait. He's bringing it right now. You brought it up. He's coming right now with it.
Yo, that's so fresh. I wish the Flames did something like that.
I gotta ask you this though. While Chris is away, now that we have you on, Battle of Alberta.
It's always fun to watch the Battle of Alberta. I mean, McDavid gets on my nerves sometimes, but
getting my freaking props.
And Zach Cassian, oh man, like it's this fun matchup. Especially, oh my, that's so cool. That's so cool.
And I have this too.
It's Bobby Lou. There you go. He's
went into the game that retired his number, and who would have known that was the last hockey game I would go to?
That's a great last game though.
Yeah, because I go to that game, and not even a week later, the season suspended.
Dang.
Just like
That's
that.
like me. What was it? I had back surgery, right? And I had to wait 6 months to get cleared to finally ice skate again. And I get the clearance note to go back on the ice, and a week later, like COVID happens, and the rink and everything gets shut down.
Damn.
Sucks.
I was so excited. Like, I'm gonna go ice skating, and it's like we're locking everything down. That's great.
I haven't been ice skating since I was in high school.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that great. I can do a little bit, but I mean, it's just fun. I like going to the rink. But now, I mean, you have to schedule online to go to it, and there's all this extra stuff. And my helmet doesn't even fit me anymore.
So every time they score, I throw it.
I wouldn't want to have that though. I mean, in my team, because what was it? I have a bad tendency. You know, when the Flames get down, I'll take my hat and like chuck it. Imagine taking the rat, just throwing.
That reminds me.
It's funny. The rat trick started with the Flames.
Oh,
it was against the
a lot of
Flames.
Things happened with the Flames. Yeah, Svechnikov's little Michigan goal happened with the Flames too.
The rat trick happened. It was the first game of the season. It was against the Calgary Flames, and Melody killed the rat and then scored 2 goals against the Flames.
Wow. We're always on the highlight reel for the wrong reason.
Hey, you started one of the coolest traditions in hockey.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Predators got they're throwing the catfish on the ice and stuff. And
the Red Wings throw an octopus.
There's a lot of what was it? The Vancouver has those green the green guys dancing around.
The green men.
They're also the first ones in.
Yeah, I think
they're also
still
the first
around.
ones in hockey to do the towels.
Yeah, I like that's funny. It's that's imagine you're a player and you get sent to the box and you have hecklers and all of a sudden you just have like 3 weirdos just dancing around in front of you
in green suits.
It's like dry humping the penalty box.
That's the thing I like about hockey. There's so many traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Technically, you guys started the Sea of Red, and in turn, that actually started the Winnipeg Whiteout.
Yeah, I remember the Red Mile. The one little section they had right there in the 04 run. I wasn't actually alive for that, but I remember looking back for that. I mean, I was alive, but I was like 2 years old, so I wasn't paying attention to hockey.
You weren't paying attention to the Flames.
Yes, a lot of people.
When did you get into hockey?
Okay, I got into hockey in 7th to 8th grade. So this was around the 2014 season, right? Because that was right around when Gaudreau started coming into the league, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's when I started. And then I think that was the year when we had the Find Away Flames with Stajan and our bottom 6, which ended up leaving for the KHL or other random ass leagues in 3 years. But it was such a fun team to watch. I think that's what really got me into it. I mean, I started following Gaudreau and I was watching the team, but when I actually got the playoff time and I was watching that year, it was so fun to see Stajan bury that against Vancouver. That was amazing. I was like, this team's awesome. And then here we are years later, like, oh, this team makes me want to go, like, it's a struggle being a Flames fan sometimes.
Right.
Well,
It was-
at least you didn't watch that 2004 final.
Oh my god,
What's
that
the
still makes me
what's the
so mad.
was the goal in the did the goal count?
As a Flames fan, I think I'm obligated to say yes. Like,
He's a Flames fan.
honestly,
It's
yeah.
like asking a Buffalo fan, was the skate in the crease?
Now, of course they're gonna say, yeah, it was in the crease. No, but if you look back at it, I can sort of see like why it could not be a goal. It all depends on like the different angles and how you view it and see it, but I still think it was in.
Yeah, it's not like how it
the
is.
line. You saw it right there. It was like a split second. And you guys remember in during the I think 2014-15 playoffs against Anaheim, Sam Bennett went around the net and Gibson, the same exact thing happened in that playoffs where Bennett tucked it in and the little and the like the corner of Gibson's pad, it like barely like squeaked across the line, and they're like, it's too close to call. I'm like, really? This must be a trend with this team.
Yeah. So I think one of the big headlines for this season is Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't think
So
they're gonna
yeah, they
Vegas
look.
it.
Maybe it's because of the preseason.
I had
because they're
this.
playing
I had
elsewhere.
this discussion. I had the discussion today though. Because like. There was discussion about it because I didn't know this until they brought it up, but Seattle is not favored to do as well as Vegas did when they started.
Well, I mean, no pressure. Vegas went all the way to the final.
Well, that, but also like, well, no, that's why I'd say they're not. But it's that plus also I didn't know this. They changed up the rules on the expansion draft after Vegas did what they did.
Right.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so when Vegas had the expansion draft, there was only 5 protections.
Mm-hmm.
You could only protect 5. Vegas went on a long run, and a bunch of owners and GMs complained that Vegas took their best players.
Yeah.
They're like 5 is too small. We lost a lot of good players, and we wanted these players for our system, and they're gone. So when Seattle came into effect, they said we're moving from 5 to 11. So you get even slimmer pickets.
I mean, yeah, well, you can't tell me, like, they had 0 trades at all. You cannot tell me they willingly decided to take Gavin Bayreuther and Christian Twardski. There's no way. I still can't believe they did that. Their expansion draft might be why they're not projected to do as well. I mean, I guess they had, like,
well, that too, yeah. But no, so, like, so somebody said that, and I was like, yeah, but also the fact that their picks were shocking, and they made no trades. They're like, yeah, that makes sense, but I'm trying to make it more on a point that everybody can understand. And I'm like, all right, fair.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can understand is that they do have cap space, which I guess is what they wanted, because that is going to be a premium, especially with the flat cap now. Now, that's the one thing they did do, right? They have a lot of cap space. They can do a lot with that. But I didn't understand it. I was shocked. I was like, you're meaning to tell me? And then they take those guys, and Bayreuther's back in Columbus already.
Columbus is gonna do bad.
Is Columbus gonna be bad? What happened?
I don't know. They're not projected to go that high.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Their team's just kind of all over the place. I don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, they traded away Seth Jones, but they get like Jacob Voracek.
Well, also keep in mind, the
one thing
Metro. The
and the Legend
Metro
doing
has.
another.
Metro's gonna be a bloodbath.
That's gonna be a fun division to watch, especially
That's
because
gonna
the
be fun.
Rangers have so many expectations now.
Rangers, the Islanders have expectations.
I'm really high on the Islanders. I think this could be their year.
Islanders
They
also have
to
a new
face-
arena too.
Yes.
I haven't going far.
Got them winning
The whole thing or the division?
division.
Division.
I think this is the Islanders' year. I think this is the Islanders' year.
I mean, they signed Parise, Tanner.
Yes.
Even Tanner could agree that Parise was just done.
Yeah.
There was no bringing Parise back.
I've always liked Parisi. He's a great character guy. I've watched a lot of Wild hockey because my dad's a big Wild fan, and I've grown to like Parisi. He's one of my favorites.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey! Welcome.
Joey.
The Ash fan is here.
Hi, Joey.
Hey,
So
hey.
An Avs fan, a Wild fan, a Panthers fan, a Kings fan, and a Flames fan walk into a bar.
I still beat you in fantasy though, Joey. So
And the Avs fan comes on top, just like last year.
Nathan McKinnon owns our franchise.
Yeah, he does.
Joey, I hate to say this, but I can't pick anyone else. I have the Avs winning the President's Trophy.
Again?
Oh, screw you, guy. I know what that means.
Hey, get cursed by the President's Trophy.
The present. I mean, it's either gonna be the Avs or Vegas.
Really? You're that high on Vegas?
Okay, who's gonna win the Stanley Cup? The Lightning again?
No. I don't. I have the final being Colorado versus the Islanders.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be Colorado. Everybody picks Colorado every year, and I did it last year, and my prediction was
They
just
were
wrong.
able. Oh man, I'm not even.
The Eastern Conference Final is gonna be Buffalo versus Detroit. That's how fucked
Okay,
up this
okay.
season's
Who
gonna be.
else?
Okay. See, okay,
Joey's,
Paul, this is the guy who picks the Broncos to go 12-5.
No, I'm joking about
Joey's
that.
kind of
I'm
a
just
meme
saying
one.
this year is so weird that could happen. It's not going to, but it could.
No.
It's gonna
I
be the
think
Coyotes versus the Sabres, and Louis Eriksson.
Coyotes versus- and the Coyotes will be saved in Arizona.
Yes, with their white Kachina jerseys.
Okay,
Those are
okay,
so
those are nice. Those are nice though.
Those are so.
Oh no, the
fresh.
rebrand was good. I like the rebrand.
Yes.
Coyotes.
Goodness
It's
sake,
not
can
really
we
a
talk about
rebrand,
them
Nick.
now?
It's not
The
really a
Coyotes?
rebrand, it's
Yeah.
a rebrand. Like they're going back to their original logo.
Well, I mean,
I
yeah,
think
but they still have to do a lot to get back to the original logo. They don't just find all of their old shit in the back of a shed and throw it back on. Like they have to like, make everything new. So it's technically a rebrand.
Well, that's what they're doing with
Yeah.
their roster. They just found Andrew Ladd from the Myers and threw him back on the roster. Same thing with Dmitry Yaskin. Like, oh, you're dominating the KHL? Come join the Coyotes. He'll sell tickets.
They're just doing anything they can to sell tickets because we don't know if
maybe
they're going to be back next
They're
year.
out of Glendale.
their mascot can go on a low-speed Zamboni chase with the cops.
Oh,
He's gonna do what the Jaguars mascot's doing, just like the jumps off the middle, like the.
of the ring, just jumps into center ice.
Yes, Bungie jumps off the jumbotron.
Bungie.
Paul,
Yeah.
these guys say that this isn't a possibility, but I want to see what you think.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible that the Coyotes may move to Salt Lake City?
I have them going to Houston. I don't know. I feel like Houston. I have them going to Houston.
I like Salt Lake.
Yeah, I like
That'd
Houston.
be an interesting place. But
What about the wild card option where they go back to Atlanta to try one last time?
No.
God,
First of all,
fucking hell.
that's a good idea.
They're not going back to Atlanta. Not going to
The
Atlanta.
NHL is not going back to Atlanta.
You had 2 chances and you messed it up. That's pretty bad.
But here are my reasons why I think Salt Lake City might be an option.
Okay.
The Jazz play in Salt Lake. Their arena is 30 years old. If the Jazz owner puts in a bid, they move up there. They could play a couple of seasons in where the Jazz play, and she could use that chip to try to get a new arena.
Interesting.
And both the Jazz and the Coyotes could obviously share that. And
Now here's the thing.
also,
I know nothing about basketball, right? How dedicated are like Utah Jazz fans?
Well, I mean, the team's pretty good now.
Okay.
And
But are Mormons really into hockey? Like, that's the real question.
Yeah. Oh, 100. No, there's definitely an audience.
There's definitely an audience. Okay, if you guys really want a wild card,
I don't know if Utah is the right place though. I don't think Houston either though. Like maybe we should be thinking like maybe north of the border, like Quebec.
Well, we already said Quebec's not west.
Yeah, I don't think Quebec's gonna happen.
it has to be in the west to keep the balance.
Yeah, Quebec's too far.
Now, if you really want a wild card, like Joey said,
team.
You know where? And this place has history with hockey, San Antonio. San Antonio has had hockey teams.
That would be cool. That'd be so cool.
So they would do that though if they just want to keep the desert theme alive. So they would go to Texas if they want to keep that desert theme alive. But if they want to go more of hockey, makes sense because it gets cold enough. Salt Lake City is a good bet. You have other places that are also good bets. So I think they go to Texas if they want to keep desert alive. If they like desert and they keep desert alive.
Not everybody likes the stars. I mean,
what if Mexico got a team? What if Mexico got a team?
That won't fucking happen. You have to have fans in Mexico first before you can put a team in Mexico.
The thing that worries me though is like if you move the Coyotes, you have to move because they're not a very good team. So it's gonna be hard for them to draw interest because they're not like a good team. Like Vegas did well because Vegas was a good team, and if you're a good team, you'll draw more fan interest. If you're trying to move the Coyotes somewhere, you have to make sure you move them to a place that already has like a loyal, solid fan base, which is why Seattle made sense because the Seahawks fans are like die hard and they want the Supersonics back. So I think when you're looking for a location, you have to look. I think that a place that already has sports teams and like places that have sports teams that's like hardcore and will like follow any team regardless of their status.
Well, the thing is, like for example, San Antonio, the only big pro team is the Spurs, but they did have the Rampage, the AHL team, and they had some pretty loyal fans.
Yeah, I actually like the idea of going to San Antonio. That'd be pretty exciting.
Because they already have an arena. They may have to reconfigure it. The AT&T Center.
What about New Mexico?
I don't think New Mexico is a right market. Like Albuquerque.
Albuquerque would be a large enough market.
It would. That is legit NHL playing high risk, high reward. Yeah, if you put a team in there's the problem with New Mexico. The problem with New Mexico is just we don't know. There's nothing there right now. The only thing that you can probably gauge a market off of is the Lobos. The Lobos. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing you can gauge. Yeah. And I'm not talking just hockey. I'm talking a sports market. The only thing you can gauge off of it is the University of New Mexico. So the NHL being first to stake their claim there, it is high risk, high reward. Not saying they can't do it. They definitely can put a stake in New Mexico. But do they want to be the risk of being the first team to try and do it? That's what they're playing at right now. Because if they are the first team to try it out and the market is shit, they are out a shit ton of money and they are looking to move quick.
Didn't they say the same thing about Vegas though too?
I learned this today as well from the same guy. Vegas, actually the underlying issue was not the market. It was the fact of what Vegas is known for.
Gambling,
Gambling. So at the time when sports betting was a thing that not every city could take part in, and something that was deemed actually in some cities as very, very wrong, they didn't want to touch Vegas. But then when online sports betting slowly became a thing, they were like, let's look into it. And sure enough.
The Golden Knights and now the Raiders.
But they can't verify
and actually more than that. So minor league baseball team, as well as two owners are getting together to talk about MLS adventures. I just read an article on that today. So MLS team in Vegas.
Interesting.
MLS team in Vegas may be coming soon.
I think Vegas would benefit from an NBA and MLS team, not a baseball team.
Ooh, a basketball team in Vegas. Can you imagine that?
They would though.
I would.
Basketball is a
I mean, they
hot.
played the All-Star game there once.
Here's the reason why.
They love the They love the Rebels.
Here's the reason why. Basketball is the youngest market out there. Basketball has the youngest fans right now.
Right.
It's younger than any other sport at this moment in time. So, as long as younger fans want to bet, then yeah, put a basketball team in Vegas.
And Vegas's population is like 30% millennial, I think. 30%.
I have no clue about their population. I still see them as a tourist trap, so I couldn't tell you what their population metrics are.
But think, you gotta.
I still think the Oakland A's are gonna move to Vegas.
I think the Oakland A's are gonna move too. I don't know about Vegas, but they're gonna move.
Where do you think an MLB franchise would expand to?
No fucking clue.
The only market that seems to want baseball is Montreal.
Yeah,
that's not bad though.
Yeah.
Reviving the Expos is not bad because
I will tell you guys, as a Colorado sports fan, Colorado Springs is getting so big that it's about time someone puts another franchise besides the Rockies up in Colorado Springs, baby.
But you're probably going to be infringing on Denver.
Yeah, you would be.
Well, we're only an hour away from Denver, so
the Rocky Mountain Extreme.
You're too close.
Sake.
This isn't like when when the Panthers were expanded, the Lightning tried to sue the Panthers because they were infringing on the territory.
Mm-hmm.
But they found no. You guys aren't even remotely close. Like, you guys are Tampa, the Panthers are Miami.
There are definitely rules in place when it comes to distances to deal with the whole infringing.
Yeah, because the A's, I think they even had San Jose and they were blocked.
Yeah, no, A's get San Jose. A's get San Jose. The Giants get San Francisco. That's how it works.
Yeah, but I think it was blocked because of San Francisco, of the Giants.
Because San Fran had a minor league affiliate in San Jose.
Something like that.
I know they do have the San Jose Giants. I know that's a thing.
Just be like the Angels. They'd be like the Los Angeles Angels of San Jose.
No. They were the Anaheim Angels. They were the Anaheim Angels when they came into this fucking league when Disney decided to give them a baseball team. Okay, shut the ever loving fuck
California
up.
Angels.
Disney originally was Gene Autry.
California Angels. Nah, that's also dumb.
Why did
but they
Disney
were the
decide to
California
sell the
Angels.
I know they were, but that's also stupid.
Why did Disney decide to sell the Ducks?
Why did Disney sell the Ducks? Same reason why they sold the Angels. The same reason why they bought Star Wars. The same reason why Disney Plus is a thing. The same reason why movies were put on Disney Plus behind a paywall, and the actors who are a part of it are not getting some of that revenue and have to sue Disney to get it.
As soon as the Ducks came into Anaheim, Disney started milking it so dry. They're like, Mighty Ducks 2, Mighty Ducks 3, Mighty Ducks...
The 3 movies, the
3 movies, action figures,
series.
animated series.
They're still doing it today. There's a series on Disney Plus.
Because nostalgia gives you money! Are you all fucking just born? Jeez!
You know what's funny? I think it was the year they changed their name just to the Anaheim Ducks was the year they won the Cup.
Yes.
Right? Their rebrand from the Mighty Ducks to Anaheim Ducks, with their logo being the dumbass long way name, which is not an actual fucking logo, was the year they won the Cup.
Yeah,
it's just the duck print. I'm not gonna lie though, those original Duck jerseys were pretty fire though.
Yes, the eggplant, that was so hype.
They were nice.
And then they can't seem to fucking do the jersey again because fucking Disney has their ass.
Disney kept the copyright. That's why.
Disney kept the copyright. So they can't make the same fucking jersey.
We'll give you a
Stanley
Cup and we want the
There's a
jerseys.
reason why they made the copyright. It's because they're probably gonna bring that fucking jersey back in this fucking series.
Are you guys like watching Monday Night Football? They just showed like an animated Justin Herbert just like start busting it down at like some fast food restaurant.
No, I'm
It's
not
like, we'll be
watching
right
Monday
back.
Night Football because Peyton Manning and Eli Manning aren't on tonight, so I'm fucking pissed. I'm boycotting. Nah,
Oh yeah,
I'm
they're
not.
not coming back to like week 7, right?
No, I'm not boycotting. But
Is
just
it because Eli did this?
The middle finger thing.
Bro, Pat McAfee was the first person to cuss on that show and got Eli and Peyton to fucking do it. I'm telling you this right now, ESPN is scared of Pat McAfee, and I'm not even talking about just numbers. They are scared to bring Pat McAfee on and let him be himself, because ESPN wants to be professional, and it's so fucking bullshit. They're like, we're going to be professional. We're just going to give you news and opinions and topics and controversy, and they don't want to go balls to the wall, fucking energetic, shitless, and want to just sit at a desk and do nothing. Oh my god, I fucking hate
People move on. The people move on to what's new. And Pat McAfee's the new guy on the block.
I'm sad that Max Kellerman left First Take.
Well, he's getting his own show, so it's fine.
He has his own show around lunch.
At least he's not long. At least he's not like gone.
You're sad Max Kellerman left after or First Take after his horrible take on nobody in the U.S. likes hockey.
I mean, I get
that. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, owned in the end, so it's all good. I mean,
what's even worse is that they make. I'm pretty sure they made Stephen A. Smith do a video on hockey after.
That's what I'm scared. Like he knows nothing.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? I don't know if you guys saw, but I was watching like when they first like just started advertising about hockey. They were trying to cover the Stanley Cup final. It was like so they had PK Subban on there, who's phenomenal by the way. Subban's gonna be great once he retires. I'm looking forward to him. But they had him and Stephen A. Smith talking about hockey. He's like, you know, Nick Suzuki, he's got that swagger. And Stephen A's like, oh, he's got swagger like Mahomes? And no, not Mahomes, it's just like some basketball players. Swagger like Trae Young. He goes, yeah, Nick Suzuki has that Trae Young swagger. And you know who else does? Kotkaniemi. Oh, Kotkaniemi. He goes, how many Trae Young? Like, they had to compare it to basketball.
Oh my god, that's so cringe.
It was just so
cringe.
I was like, no.
Cringe.
ESPN, I know you don't fucking listen, but I'm going to tell you this right now. You got to know what type of audience you want. If you're trying to get new people to watch hockey, then fine. Keep doing what you're doing with Stephen A. Smith acting like a fool. But I'm just telling you this right now. Dedicated hockey fans are not going to be watching that shit.
Nope.
No.
We got better shit to watch on NHL Network, and that's pushing it.
Did you see the thing when Stephen A. Smith is trying to debate about hockey? He's like, the Edmonton Oilers just got out of the playoffs. Why didn't McDavid do anything? McDavid's the star of the team. Should he leave Edmonton? Like, this isn't basketball.
It's all controversy, bro. He's all controversy. All talk, no bite.
And I can't wait for is ESPN
should leave Edmonton and go to the Colorado Avalanche instead.
I'm about to kick Joey.
And they got in the second round. Let's go.
What I want to see is that ESPN Deportes with NHL. I want to see hockey in Spanish. Fuck that.
Bro, take it from a guy who actually gets to have it. Hockey in Spanish is awesome.
It is
so awesome.
If you're watching hockey in Spanish, you have to close your eyes for a second, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I'm watching soccer."
It's literally the same, but I don't give a shit because it's so fucking cool.
It is.
The commentary is the same, but I don't care.
Oh, you do. Trust me. Like the narration is so much better. Even though you don't know what they're saying, you're just gonna be like, I like this, and I don't even know what they're saying.
I feel like that'd be so legit because I remember watching like I think somebody commented like the Stephon Diggs.
Joey, I'm sending you something on Instagram.
And it was so hype. I was like, wow, I don't know what this dude's saying, but I'm like, I'm pumped.
I don't know what he's saying, but I'm fucking energetic and out of my seat.
I don't know what he's saying, but it's getting lit.
I saw that. I was laughing.
Hey, you think Gary Thorne is looking for a career change right about now?
I was hoping he would come back.
Well, I don't.
bad.
I think they're still trying to figure it out. I wouldn't like put it out all together. I think they're still trying to figure it out.
Well, he's under contract with the Orioles, so.
I think if anything, he just comes for one game, and he'll call it a career.
He would come back for more. He'd come back for at least a season.
You think? I mean, I would love to see Gary. I mean, Gary Thorne's playoff calls are probably one of the best hockey calls of all time.
I would rather come back and commentate a McDavid goal than like an Orioles game where they're getting like shit on 9-0. Like that's what I would want to do.
Yeah, and they're just talking like random stuff.
Yo!
Like,
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you guys mind if I go off topic?
Sure.
Yeah,
I need to laugh about this fucking shit. Okay. Yesterday, baseball is finally coming to a close. Playoffs start here soon. We're getting all the standings figured out. Teams are playing their last games to try and make it on spots. The Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh fuck, who are they playing?
Oh, I heard about.
Who are they playing? Who were they playing? They were playing the fucking Colorado Rockies. Even better. Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. The score was okay. Let's see. So Rockies scored 3 runs in the second inning. Then both Diamondbacks and Rockies score a run in the 5th inning, and then Diamondbacks use the last innings to slowly come back. And to fans out there, they don't care. They don't care what happens, and they don't care that the Diamondbacks are coming back, because if they lose this game, they get first pick overall. But holy shit, did they have to go... They just had to go hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th to get the 2nd overall pick. They just had to.
That's like the Jets, where they're like they won the game against, I think, like the Rams or something.
Yeah,
and
they beat the Rams.
Yeah, they lost their chances as number 1 pick. I was like, how are you gonna win and still lose?
Frank.
Yo.
Pablo Sandoval did this. I think he did the exact same thing with the Giants a couple of years ago. Where
all right, guys.
his walk-off,
see you later.
His walk-off homer cost the Giants the number 1 overall pick.
Like, that's sad. That's so fucking sad.
That's funny.
Well, there is no incentive to tanking in hockey because it's a lottery.
Well,
yeah,
can't you get more balls?
They changed the rules though, right? It's like if you finish like bottom in the league or like
oh yeah, because they're still tanking. So it's a funny thing. Chris said it. There's no tanking in hockey, but there's still bullshit. It's called ping pong balls.
No tanking in the NBA.
Right, you could have the worst record, but you could still get like. Imagine you get the worst record, but you have like
NBA is victim of this too. NBA and NHL doesn't do tanking because, as we all know, when your team tanks, it hurts your ratings. So teams don't like tanking systems. That's why we're still amazed that the NFL still does it, because legit, we all know that their ratings hurt when they put 2 bad teams on Thursday night.
Yeah, the NHL would just get like.
NHL and NBA do. NHL and NBA do the ping pong balls. They put a bunch of ping pong balls with numbers in it, put it in like a big bowl with a lid on top and a fan that goes in the bottom, so it's pushing it all up. And then they draw random numbers. The numbers correlates to a team, and then that team gets the pick. The problem is that NHL didn't anticipate ping pongs to be bullshit.
You remember in the Lafreniere draft? I think it was like everybody was clowning the Maple Leafs because their ball almost got sucked in, and Minnesota's ball just
and it hit the little.
Oh jeez!
It got knocked out by the Rangers one.
No, I think it was a Wild
team that made the fucking
playoffs.
Like legit. Oh my god! Like legit. Even though it's foolproof to not tank, those ping pong balls are still favorable to some teams.
But remember, the Red Wings are always trash, and they just get the 4th pick no matter what.
And like that's another thing. So like yeah, so the NHL enacted rules that are not in system now, but they're gonna be soon. That stops that. So like teams have had multiple top 3 picks are not going to have it for a couple of years.
Edmonton.
It's to stop teams like Edmonton from cheating the system every single year. So teams with teams who've had top picks are not going to have it every single year. There'll be rules to stop that, and it also helps for the teams who did suck, who deserves a first overall pick. Detroit not get it and have to settle for 4th.
Yeah, but Detroit has some exciting pieces coming up though. I'm excited for them. They got Raymond and Zadina, Mo Sider.
I still have them 6th in the Atlantic.
Let's see what that is.
They're a really excited team. I still have them losing.
Yeah.
I still have them. Wait, you have them 6th. Who do you have worse than the Red Wings?
There's 8 teams, and I have the Sens and the Sabres 7 and 8.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Are going to be better.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Senators are going to be above the Red Wings.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Don't know about that.
If Matt Murray doesn't be trash again, they should be higher.
You know what? I'm gonna be biased. Senators are gonna fucking suck. You guys lost Joey Decord. You guys fucking suck.
Joey Decord.
Cracking all the way, baby. Cracking all the way, baby. Let's fucking go.
Frank is a student at ASU.
You guys lost to Corden Spanish draft. Fuck you. Cracking all the way, baby.
What? Speaking of Kraken, you know who their AHL affiliate is going to be?
Do they have an AHL affiliate? They're still a new team.
They need one.
They do. And that team is the Allen American.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now in Texas.
Alright, fuck that.
What, Tacoma or Spokane wasn't available?
I guess not.
Should have put a team in Saskatoon.
It almost happened.
Like the Blues.
Alright.
Saskatoon.
You guys mind if I call it a night? I gotta still make food and I'm need to do shit.
I gotta work on my script, so yeah.
Alright, cool. Thank you guys all for watching.
What video are you working on?
Yeah,
So,
leak video,
okay.
leaked video.
Yeah, so it was I didn't upload this week because I was sick for most of it, so I couldn't record. Sounded like I was like stuffy and crap. I'm still getting over it, but it's also because it's gonna be a longer video. So I just started getting into college hockey. I don't know why. I watched it last year. I watched the 5 overtime game, North Dakota versus Minnesota, and I was like, I gotta keep watching this. It's so exciting. I've just gotten into college sports in general, right? So I posted a poll in my community tab, and I asked my subscribers, would you be down if I did some college hockey videos? And
I voted on that.
Yes, 69% said yeah. So I'm doing a video, sort of similar, but not sort of similar to when I did the history of the NHL. But it's gonna be along the lines of I think it's called what is the greatest moment in college hockey history? Where I go as far back as I can, or just as far back as I think is the most iconic. I'm gonna go over all the moments.
Oh, you gotta put the Michigan goal.
Could be in there, yeah, but that's not number one. Michigan is not the most best of all time. But I have moments like the Michigan goal. I have the Maine Black Bears great season. Boston College breaks their 50-some year run, all stuff like that in there. And it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a chill type of video. Basically, what I say in the beginning is basically the findings of what I was able to find while going back in time. Let me talk about the greatest records, the greatest this, and it's gonna be basically what's the greatest moment of all time? That's really, it's gonna boil down to what the viewer decides. Here's all the moments, and here's what I deem possibly the best moment. Now I want to know what you guys think. It's gonna be really fun.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Make sure to watch out for that video. Paul's channel is linked in the description. That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
Yes, see you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, man.